in church, they be like, hallelujah, hallelujah, ribaba.
I think it's because their sound engineers go, it's on, you see it works.
Yeah, that's all
does
that's
it sound
needed.
good? Does it sound nice?
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's right. That's
Can you hear me
funny.
in the back? I don't know who this is for. Hallelujah.
Yeah, in the back, raise your hands up in the back. Okay. If you want to find Jesus, come to the front.
Yeah,
testing.
they are not seeing the pulpit. That person specifically is not seeing the pulpit for
You
years.
know the people I really like when they do these tests are the real vocalists when they just test their mic.
Oh.
And you know, oh, that's the real singer. What are you guys doing? What
Yeah,
have you been doing?
Yeah,
Why is she the lead singer?
You've always tripped out about that because they only it's like
Can we talk about... Yeah, we need to talk about it though.
what are we talking about?
How anything goes there by Christianity. Anything goes. Hey? Huh? What, is it
What
just...
do
is it not?
you mean?
Oh.
You're hating me.
Like, I mean, if I just feel like the Spirit has moved me and I want to share a song, they've never listened to me sing before. They're unsure that I can. But the Spirit moved you and there's nothing you can say about it because we don't want to grieve the Holy Spirit.
It's a very manipulative tactic to do that, I believe.
Yeah.
Grieve the Holy Spirit.
The Spirit moved me, God is saying. I hate
God
it
is saying.
when people on the stage speak like that. There's moments where I go, oh, you've never spoken like that ever. But because you're saying it this one time, maybe I can give you a chance. But if you keep doing that, you're manipulative. You're not a leader then. You need to, you're weaponizing the Bible for your own gain. I have a problem with
Oh,
that.
but people do it. And then we allow. And then we encourage even. Because now the crowd, the
Then-
congregation is on hallelujah.
Oh, but then-
Amen.
Jeez.
Jesus.
But then with that being said, then God
That
is
is
not
so deep. That is so deep.
Then God is not a God of order. He's a freak show. He just freestyles off the cuff.
Yeah.
He's not planned.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. That's the image of God you're telling us to start following.
Yeah.
Be erratic. Be undisciplined.
Just grab a cup, you watching before your weekend. 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 Hey, you watching before your weekend.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. That Christianity is the most erratic faith compared to others.
Dang.
Friday afternoon, it doesn't matter where you are praying if you're Muslim. It doesn't matter where you are. You're stopping, you are praying. Business is carrying on. You're losing money. You've closed your doors, you are praying. You know? Jewish people, whoever, it doesn't matter which faith, they are on
That's
it.
interesting.
But Christianity, because we've got all of this freedom of choice and,
Yeah,
Jesus
free
and,
will.
the Holy Spirit
Yeah.
is a very cool, calm, collected guy and he doesn't want to, hurt you wherever you are.
Yeah.
So,
Happy Jesus, Joel and Steve.
happy we do whatever.
What's the thing you said on your TikTok? You spoke about the Methodist movement, the Wesley brothers. You said the style of preaching, the T.D. Jakes style of preaching came from, I think you said the Methodist movement.
Oh, no. Oh, yes, it definitely has.
Please give us
because,
context.
The founder of the Methodist Church, right? So I can't remember
Charles
what his
Wesley,
name-
I think.
Yeah. He had asthma. So when he preached, he would go, in the name of Jesus, today we are going to sing.
This is crazy.
And he would do that because the man couldn't breathe. No asthma pump. But what do? We adopt because we like to do that. We adopt.
Oh, this is deep. Let's adopt the style.
This is deep. This is the way that we need to.
Crazy.
So Jesus. I don't know the other one of losing your S's. It sort of like goes behind your teeth. So Jesus. Listen to that person speak on a daily.
So dumb.
Right.
I didn't know that.
That's
no.
crazy.
That
to
makes so much sense. But I think that's it's such an American thing. Like Americans, I mean, they do even like the speaking. I think Americans can speak proper. They just choose not to. So you were saying like with the S's and
Yeah, with the S's,
they
but
just choose not to.
I was
speak
talking
proper.
specifically South Africa because we do it and we do it well. We do it
Yeah.
well in the kind of what is it, Zion Church, no? With uniform is usually blue and white kind of thing. They don't.
Solomon.
Wait,
Okay.
Zion isn't. Zion is ZCC, right? Isn't that?
No, not that one. But Baba parang siaparo say blue and white.
I think
no?
Solomon
Oh.
album.
Then
Oh,
they
Casper's
like
church.
no, it's not
Sorry,
that
I
one.
didn't say that.
But isn't that the church he's in?
That was just a photo. He goes to the other one.
You sure it was just a photo? It's not his uniform. It's not his church.
He goes to the other one in Randburg.
No, I didn't say anything.
He goes to Randburg.
The one in Randburg with.
Did you
black
see that
coffee.
off Instagram on the Instagram content?
Yeah.
The one
That's
that
what
has
you
like series.
What if he was visiting?
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah. No. I think he goes to the blue and white church.
You think so?
Nah, it's not the blue.
I think he goes to a charismatic church.
It's a charismatic church. It's not a.
Why?
Because
why,
has it
why,
Siaparo?
why
Is it
are you
Siaparo?
thinking
Because of how he does his stuff on it. You know what? I don't want to. I'm going to. No.
Okay.
It was just a question. Like we just wondering. I think
nothing
everybody's
negative.
wondering.
I'm just
But this is not
Anyway.
about him.
Yeah, okay,
This is
cool.
about like
I
the
was just
preaching.
confusing which one the Zion niggas.
Okay, I'll fix it in the comments. So if anybody knows which church I'm talking about, please just correct me because I'm not saying this in any bad way. It's just interesting when I watch it. It's like ha ke hopola ditsela tsa ntate ke utlwa. That time you haven't said hello congregation, you haven't started. Right, you are hungry. You are hungry. Impa ntate Ntate Moruti, ke a le dumedisa. That's the greeting, brava. It's the greeting.
Do you know?
I
do
really
you know,
wanna go
like,
to heaven
one
some-
thing-
some-
Guys, we need to say hi.
No, you can't.
Wait, do you know like those churches where people like go to church and they say I went to church at like 12 o'clock and then I just got back and it's 6 p.m. I will never in my life. I will never. You said you're going to church this morning. How are you back at 6 p.m.? No, what has been happening at church? No,
We
that-
can't. Listen,
No.
you can't blame him. That was our lives.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But that's
fair.
multiple
But that's,
services,
yeah,
right?
that's different. That's
They
different.
don't know. If you're outside the church, you don't care
No,
about that.
TK, I'm not even talking about when you're volunteering at the church. You're attending a
attending.
6-hour church. Why are you attending a 6-hour church? What the hell is happening at church for 6 hours?
Because from Monday to Saturday, I'm a hoe.
Oh.
I need to redeem my hours.
Wow. Ha. Hey.
I think that's the only reason.
Hey.
All right,
my
let's get
gosh.
into it. Guys, what's up? Welcome to another week of Before You Weekend. As you can see, this is how we end your week with laughter, humor, and real chats.
Man.
And a disclaimer: the views something are TK's views are not
He
ours.
started it. It wasn't us. It's always him. Ask him.
Oh, man.
What's poppin'?
Oh, should we start with the two content creators, Rick Ross and Drake?
Oh my!
Oh, by the way, I guess my phrase
Nope.
holds true
No.
today.
No.
Look at what happened.
You're so disrespectful, TK. I nearly
The
jumped
content creator
across
content created.
this table, but it's the most interesting situation.
Yo.
Rick Ross is such a clown. I love his charisma, his personality so much. So he did the Ellen for those people that don't follow. You know what I'm
That
saying?
don't care.
So-
That's what you need to say.
No, that are out of tune with what's happening in the world.
Yes, sir.
You know, current affairs. You feel me?
Okay.
Right about now, Rick Ross and Drake are in a bit of a beef. A battle situation, and that's because it's been trickling down for the past couple of weeks. And I said I'm going to update you guys on what's been happening. So first started with Future and Metro, right?
Yes.
And then Future and Metro called in Kendrick on one of the joints, and Kendrick said, "Yo, Big Three is just Big Me. There's no
Yeah.
three, it's just me." You
Yo,
know,
massa.
which I thought was like a light jab. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
to it, but everybody gassed it up. And then Cole got gassed too. Cole came out,
Yeah.
and then Cole apologized. Whack, boo. What the hell?
It was one of those, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm abusing my power and my influence in the world. Okay, Cole, go back to
Soft era energy, guys. Come on.
Just put
go
me
back
in the
to
big four.
Fateville, and then Drake came out. Drake took a shot at everybody. Everybody, whether directly involved or around involved.
Yeah, whoever took a shot at Drake is shot
Metro,
back.
Kendrick, Rick Ross. Listen, if you're close
The
by,
Weeknd.
The Weeknd. Yeah,
The
because
Weeknd
The
even
Weeknd was on
took
the
a
album.
shot. Yeah, even the Weeknd
Yeah, 'cause
R&B
the-
shot at Drake.
Yeah. But Weeknd's been catching it from Drake for a minute. For context, is because Weeknd was initially supposed to be signed to Drake's label, and then he kind of steps aside and goes
"No, I wanna go where the whites go."
And then he low-key just takes jabs at a guy who was trying to and then Drake's like, "Bro, don't take jabs at me, bro. I'm too hectic." Anyway, then Rick Ross pulls up, and Rick Ross is wild. Rick Ross says that Drake got ab surgery. He got his abs done. And then he says he got his nose done because Drake actually don't really low-key don't want to look black. He actually don't. So therefore, he did a nose surgery not to look like his dad. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. What are you talking about? So everybody was doing like the nose,
Yeah.
and then he goes hashtag BBL Drake. I thought that was the funniest thing.
And then went to go perform in a
In a Drake hoodie, right? But here's something crazy that I picked up on from Joe Biden's
Yeah.
podcast
Mm-hmm.
is that there's a theory that it's all orchestrated, which I've been low-key actually saying. Like it looks like there's an orchestration of some sort, because these guys to a certain degree have been, friends for the most part, but for a long timeline. Like we're talking Future and Drake have projects together. Ross and Drake they can compile that and make an album pretty much. Joe's theory is that there's a business element to this where Drake is concerned. And I'm kind of still looking into it. So when we come back again, because we'll probably have another update on the beef, I'll probably add to this. Which would be an interesting theory, that there's an entity that Drake owns part of that basically owns part of what Ross and them, what everybody's doing pretty much, a bigger entity. And him instigating these type of things, quote unquote, the content creation makes more money for him. Outside of him just being Drake. Yes.
I was gonna say, I think I wasn't thinking about the business side. I think to some degree they're just enjoying having the world speak about hip hop again, because hip hop hasn't been spoken about like this for the past 2-3 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Now it's like, for the first time, a breath of fresh air, competition the way it used to be. And I feel like even the artists are going, yes, let's actually get into this and have fun with it. And sometimes it goes too far. Like Drake's diss track went a bit too far. Kendrick, speaking about things like his wife cheating on him with the bodyguard. The title "Drop and Give Me 50" is because he 50%. He doesn't own 50% of his of
100%.
everything he does. It's
Yes.
like, yo, you went too far, yeah.
But
It's not like Drake.
is it
Kendrick
too
said-
far though?
I feel if
We're gonna battle, let's battle, boy.
If it was anything less, I think.
It's rap. Y'all said it's rap. That's what you guys said.
yeah, but I feel like there's some.
You guys said the boy's a content creator, but you guys said rap. So he's coming at your
Yeah, but
level.
there should
You
be
guys
boundaries.
said rap. What boundaries? In rap?
If you bring
When
my
have there
family
been boundaries in rap, TK?
in battle rap, maybe. But when we're doing song for song, I know when Casper did Dust to Dust, everyone said you went too far.
Who said that?
Twitter said
No.
this was too
Twitter's
far.
not a representation of the whole culture, might I add. Niggas said he went too. Casper didn't go too far. Casper did what he had to do. The only thing is, he didn't lay it right. He was just mad. And that's what he said. He said, Ish. He said in his interview with El Tito, he said, I regret doing the Dust to Dust the way I did it because I was just angry. And you can hear I was just angry. Whereas Keenan was more methodical
Yeah.
with it. That's why that song will still get played till today.
In the clubs.
Cue it, Don Design. Bing, bing, bing. It'll
It's the
stay.
hottest diss track probably in the world.
My thing is, it's rap, bro. When it comes to rap, and that's one thing.
That I'm gonna find out that your wife cheated on you, and I'm
Yes.
gonna weaponize that.
Yes.
I
It's
don't know.
rap, Papa. If you guys wanna go rap, let's go.
Ellen, you married me, Calvin and I going at each other. He said something about you. You did something wrong. You gonna be okay with that?
As Ellen, I'm shooting him.
So you're not gonna go TK respond? Like, no,
Nah,
it's too
I,
far.
I don't have time for that. Then
I think it's way too far.
But also, I'll see you as a sissy if you don't. You are in this thing, so I understand.
Yo,
the
Kendrick
game,
still
I
hasn't
understand the
responded.
industry.
Kendrick, come
Give him a
on.
week. Whoa,
Time.
don't do that. Drake
Huh?
had 2 weeks.
No. That's when everything started. Now we in now. We in the game. When the game starts, somebody passes. Now we in now. Still waiting, Papa. It's rap chat. And now this is what I've been saying to somebody. I said, yo, when it comes to rap battles, in fact, rap beefs, whatever the case is, Drake's got a history, and nobody noticed. When we can talk whatever when it comes to artistry, we can talk whatever when it comes to music. Y'all can make fun of him all you want. When it comes to the beefs, he'll always show up, and it's not gonna be nice. Niggas thinking that Kendrick's gonna survive this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
That's my response.
I
We're
guess
gonna
it's
circle
more-
back to this moment right here.
Sure.
I guess there's more to fight for. This is the problems of being light skinned. Or being white, as Rick Ross said.
Hashtag white boy.
With that being said, I want to hear from you guys. Lyrics that need honorable mentions.
Don't ask me, please.
Like the lyrics that just live in your head, and it's like every time you hear it, your heart just goes, "Ah, wow."
Yo, bro, I've got to fetch it. I don't know. Come give us an example.
I think there are two for me when I wrote this down, and for some reason it's Kanye West because not necessarily a lyricist. He's a rapping producer. He's just one of the best rapping producers.
Shout out. Shout out, TK. Shout out. Thank you. We appreciate that.
What?
Honesty, not the other stuff you saying last week.
I think it's in heaven and hell. He says, devil lay down, this, that, level make devils, pray now. When he said that, like, oh,
I remember.
okay, Kanye.
That's solid. That's
Oh,
solid.
man.
I've got.
That got your beam, like, doing that, right?
If your eyes don't roll back in good lyrics,
Nah.
you know?
No, but you watch TK every time he goes on his stories, like small orgasms. Small. You just watch him live there on the internet. I'm just saying.
I think I need to think about it. I need to think about it because I listen to so much. I don't remember line. Only when I hear the joints, I'm just like, that's such a hard line. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Only when I remember when I
Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Actually, that was probably the one.
Do you have a line?
He says, take your diamonds and throw them up like you're bulimic. Yeah, the beat cold, but the flow is anemic. I'm like, whoa.
Okay, damn.
Kanye, you are just a producer. Shut up and make drums.
Mine is not hate
TK.
like you.
Sorry. On that, I apologize.
Yeah.
Did you see he sent a whole drum line to go play outside of Magic City?
That's
Drake.
wrong.
So
Drake is taking it
so
too far.
Metro was DJ. They were at Magic City.
Yeah.
Drake sent a whole drum line to go play outside of Magic City. That's so crazy. Shut up and drum.
Content creator. All that's missing is subscribe to my channel.
Damn.
But it's got people talking, and it's relevant, and it's different. It's a different point of view of things. Like if you
really
can't
is.
think of certain things,
Come
if you are
on.
only coming with the
just wanna be
punchlines,
a rapper.
that's all you got.
Come on.
Come on. Give
Come
him
on.
something. Just
Come
a little
on.
bit of a. Just
You guys have not been in enough
Uma-
school fights.
Uma Thurman offered a suit. You saw that,
I saw
right?
that.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
What did he say?
He said we have not been in any enough school fights.
What does that have
This
to do with
one.
anything?
No, this one.
Shit,
Wait, do you think I haven't been in a school fight?
Have you?
I have. In
How-
two.
Huh?
In two.
In two?
Yeah.
Your entire
How-
career.
Because you taught to not fight.
How did you do?
Oh, I
I'm not
want both.
encouraging fighting, but how did you do?
Oh, I want both for obvious reasons.
Oh, because you did like
Because jiu-jitsu niggas.
I mean,
jiu-jitsu
hello.
and whatnot.
You don't
Just
get a
what's
world
up?
championship for nothing.
Oh,
by
come
accident.
on now.
So
Come on now.
you taught to like avoid using it. That's why I was like, I'm not going to get involved.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a
yes,
weapon.
but
Don't weaponize it.
Yeah.
okay. I mean, okay. I don't.
How many fights you been in? Helen, come on down.
Verbally, my little sister whipped my ass so many times. Like I can't. It's not for me. I've been in fights, but it was a different kind of fight, so it's not that one. Yeah, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
She used words.
No, physical.
Oh,
like
really?
I've been in physical altercations. It's just it wasn't those after school kind of things. It was, the things that happen during a marriage and whatnot.
Oh, damn.
Doing
that
those
sounds
kind of
intense.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah, we
very
are not there.
intense.
We are not there. Which is something which it reminds me of. I was starting something this week. I'm always late on certain things. And Chris Brown's, obviously, please don't go at me at the fact that it's so soft and it has nothing to do with memorable punchlines and whatever, like you just said, right? But it was Chris Brown's song Residuals. Ne? And he said, who did you teach what I taught you? That didn't move me all so much. Better not give him my nickname.
Yeah.
It's my IP. I will give that nickname to the next nigga if I want to. Is that not right?
She said
It's my IP.
IP.
That's baby. It's not, and we're talking about like an actual nickname. It's not baby love. It's an actual honey plum sugar pot kind of thing, right?
Honey
that you
plum
came
sugar
up with.
pot.
No, that wasn't the one, but I'm just
Okay.
saying, it was a nice one. But if I came up with it, it's mine. When I leave the relationship, I've got every right. Why are you looking at me? Is
No,
it not?
I'm waiting for this argument to finish.
No,
Finish the statement.
It's not an argument. I'm just trying to say, is it not my IP? I
said
can
it's
take
my
that
IP.
nickname,
Yeah,
and
I'm
if you
so
see me
done.
on social media calling my next one
It ain't
the
about
same
you,
name,
bro.
it's not about you.
It ain't
I
about
came
you.
up with it. It's mine.
This is the acrimony chat.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
Let's go.
That so remember acrimony, the guy becomes successful, everything
Yes.
he planned and said I'm going to give to the first wife, he gave it to the next one.
Yes.
You going, I named you this is your name, but this is over, so I'm going to take this name and give it to the next rightful owner.
Hamna Tejon. Without, I don't have to think about it. It is my
Look, I'm not
name.
mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's like
Thank
you're
you.
not entitled to. Yeah.
Just imagine now you're moving
Come on,
on to
bro.
your next hand, and you're like, please call me this. And she's like, but why? And you're like, no, I just like the way it sounds. Can you please
Yo.
call me Honey Plum Sugar Punch?
Wow.
And then now she's got to call. It's not. It doesn't make sense, right? So
Yeah,
that name
it's weird.
is mine. I don't care who you teaching what I taught you. I don't care. That's fair game. But the nickname, it's mine. I thought long and hard about it.
Okay, let's get into it.
You watching before you weekend.
So did you guys hear about the marathon?
What marathon?
There are two marathons that
Nipsey's
happened.
marathon. Which one? Nipsey Hussle's. The
Come
marathon
on.
continues.
As in
TK.
the one in Cape Town.
Yeah,
What-
the Two Oceans Marathon.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Two
yes.
Oceans Marathon.
But there was another one in China. I don't know which day which day the Beijing one happens.
Great Wall of China Marathon. I'm joking. It's a joke. These are jokes. Continue.
People gotta say you're racist.
No, Great Wall of China is a physical landmark. It's 1/8.
So you want people to go,
1/8
oh,
wonder
you're
of the
South
world."
African. Table Mountain. You want that?
Sometimes.
Continue.
So there's video footage of the Beijing Marathon, and closer to the end of the marathon, there's 3 Africans running because the Africans are known for like killing the stuff. They slowed down close to the end for a Chinese guy behind them to get in front of them, and the Chinese guy wins. So this was under investigation after the race. Like, why did you guys slow down? And they said, well, we were booked for this race to be pacemakers, so the guy behind us doesn't slow down.
Hard.
I
What?
I mean, I guess
what's
the
problem?
contract is you have to be pacemaker not to win the race.
Yes.
But now I want to know I want to know from you guys: is it tact? Is it ethically right to do that, or is it just being tactful because there's probably no law against something like that? So let me get runners that are better than me who are going to push me to get the trophy. But technically, if you can see the camera, those guys are supposed to just run past the finish line and take it.
I'm very much sure that business makes absolute sense. So
That
how
you
much
paid
is
someone.
how much is the winning price? Let's just say estimated 2 million. I'm probably I'm walking away with 3M at the least, 3 to 4, because everybody at the table knows they would have won it.
Yeah.
Evidence, video,
Yeah.
evidence, times, your time, their times.
Evidence black.
So you say evidence Kenya, type vibe. So you're saying I must not win so your boy can win. So I need to leave 2M on the table just like that? Bro, you got to make it worth my while. No. It's very easy. We'll give y'all each 3. Y'all straight. Y'all do your thing.
I don't know.
Come on.
What's
What's wrong,
What's
TK?
your-
What's
what's
wrong?
your
What's the
beef,
problem?
Hamden?
What's the
Because-
beef?
If the guy couldn't keep up, he couldn't keep up. Let the Africans just cross the finish line. Not slow down.
No,
for the
but
Chinese
think
guy to
about
win.
it. But think
it's
about it. It makes
strategy with
sense.
his
Yeah.
team. It's his
Yeah, it's
team
very
and it's
strategical. It
strategy.
makes sense.
it's a mental thing. It's a mind kind of thing. You know that you can keep the time. It's just that your body will soon follow your mind if you start getting tired, right? So your mind is telling, I need to keep up with these guys. And you know how you get like dog races and stuff where they've got that little bunny that's it's
It's the bunny.
a bunny.
Why weren't you doing that in practice?
Why
you
weren't you
practice
doing
to not
that?
do that in the finals.
Why were you not doing it at practice?
Yeah, where were your pacemakers for the past 10 marathons before, or past 10
The
practice runs?
pacemakers can't run as fast as these guys.
The pacemakers run faster.
Run faster than who?
The people who are
The
in
African
training.
guys.
The pacemakers were the Africans.
They're the Africans.
Yeah. But I'm saying the other guys' pacemakers are not as good as the Africans. It's a different pace.
Yeah, book them for your training sessions, and then they mustn't run with you. In
Book
this
them for
marathon.
training.
Yeah,
It's
But what's your gripe?
that
I'm trying to
either
get-
the Africans should have won or they should have not been in the race in the first place. Let's see if this guy could keep,
TK,
could
you
keep
taking
up.
bread off my African brother's table, bro.
He wants to
Nah,
win, and he's
TK,
winning if it's
TK, nah.
legal.
Nah,
If it's legal,
it's business, bro. It's business.
Then anyone in sports could be bought out.
But it happens though.
It shouldn't be happening.
What do you
Because
mean?
in soccer, name the sport.
It
If that
does.
happens, you get fired. right?
No, I was about to say an example. In soccer, it happens. There are players that get more. Your only job, the only reason you're in this club is to set the pace.
Yes. Yeah.
That's your job, is to come set the pace. It's almost like, to a certain extent, when what do you call it? When LeBron went to Cavs. He went to Cavs to set the pace. Then he went to Miami to win. He didn't go to Cavs to win. Then he went back and said, actually, let me show you guys something. Then he went back to Cavs and got the ring. I know you don't like to hear about LeBron James, so I did it on purpose. just for your thinking while you're at night.
No, I don't know. Something's not right with that whole. There are
It's
things you should be doing in
sports,
practice
dog.
that you shouldn't be doing at the main game, at the main event.
Do you know what my issue is with this guy, Ellen? Right about now. You're taking away the fact that that guy was behind them.
Yeah.
Not at the back of the whole 20 set or 50
was just
set.
here.
He was here, bro.
So they
Come on.
they were
TJ.
hired for a job. They
They did
executed.
their job.
Then
They
the Africans should've-
executed.
No, they did their job. They probably made more money.
They made more, whether or not, like
You think?
in theory, they won.
Yes, we know that.
won.
What are you fighting about? We know.
How many times have we been saying that as Africans? Well, in theory, we are the first or the best. I'm done with theory. Can we prove it now?
Okay, but the thing is, do you think those guys couldn't have said, nah, we want the title? They've got enough of them, bro.
They probably looked at it as like, easy.
Yes.
It's not worth my time. It's not going to move my rating in any way.
I've got enough.
I've got enough. This is not the one that's going to move my rating.
Exactly. It's too.
So
Come on,
this is just to
Calculated.
keep, also to keep me. Yabo?
You understand?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, how do you feel?
It's
Because we're not
sports.
going to agree on this thing.
It's sports, boy. It's sports, boy. And the business sport is very interesting. The business of sport is very interesting. I think if people, it's the part of sports consumption people haven't really gone into. I was having a chat with my dad the other day, and wild, I'm finna say this. Like World Cup has a rigged conversation in it. Nobody wants the reality of that. I was sitting with a friend of mine the other day, and he's talking about, Messi, Argentina winning was such a. I was like, yo, you do know there's an element of this thing being rigged. And it's like, yeah, but you can't plan those moments or whatever. I'm like, if you understood to what extent sports games get fixtured, you'd be shocked out of your socks. You'd
Yeah.
be shocked.
Yeah, after seeing that one of those NBA documentaries, they said the way the referees work, it's different for the superstars.
Yes.
So you call to ref a game, but the moment the ball's in Steph Curry's hands, some things are gonna just like
You have
they
to let
pass.
go. Yeah.
It's like that's weird.
It's crazy.
Because now then we can't have the debate on who's the best. Because now we're gonna say who was the right ref? Did he ref fairly?
That's good.
Did he treat Dre the way he treated Steph?
If you watch, I don't know if it's in Last Dance actually.
And we're forcing you to watch NBA. It's playoff season in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
The guy that I
come
was
on.
dating that made me watch it is I'm no longer
We
dating.
finna do
so,
we finna do
Nah.
NBA playoff chats.
NBA
every-
Africa, if you're watching this,
NBA
please
Africa. If you
email
watch-
us.
Thank you.
Nah, I just need a boyfriend and I'm there. I'll know everything by next week.
Please don't say please don't misuse jargon. Yeah, I saw when Steph Curry got the touchdown.
No, I don't do that. I actually I'm very very athletic.
Yeah.
I used to be very athletic. I've got many accolades.
Oh, yeah?
In different codes. Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
okay,
I'm
okay.
proper.
All right, all
So
right.
I don't do that just for yabo. So you get me a boyfriend, I will get you the stats.
Done. Sorry, did you want to finish your thought before I go on?
I forgot. I was trying to circle back. I don't know what I was saying actually.
O.J. Simpson died. Passed away at the age of 76.
Yeah, so okay, we don't have to say allegedly anymore. That guy killed his wife, bro. Do you know how crazy that is, dog? How did that man walk till he was what, 80 something?
Guys.
No, let's talk the elephant in the
I have to
room. That's
play
what we
safe
need to
this
talk
episode.
about. No, OJ killed his wife, bro. That's so crazy, dog. I couldn't believe I watched the series actually because we'd always heard the OJ
People versus O.J., that one.
so good.
It's done very
Remember
well.
we spoke about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shot very well.
So
Script
done
done
so
very
well. What is it? OJ versus the people, nah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That man killed his wife, bro.
There's a different theory on that though. There's one theory that says his son actually committed the crime, and he covered up for his son. Hence, the glove didn't fit. But now it's like, why did you not call in the son? Or was the son never a witness? Because they're essentially saying the son was there, he was not there. He committed the crime. OJ arrived, then he told the son, get away, leave, and he took the fall.
Did you see how he did the glove fit? Have you seen the clip?
I can't remember.
You probably never.
Long
Because
time ago.
like on the series OJ and the
Yeah.
people, what they would do, especially in some of the, actually throughout the series, they would throw in the actual scenes that were recorded,
Yeah.
actual clips from the actual
Yeah.
scene, right? So when they did the glove fitting part, they used the actual video clip from court. He was trying to fit a glove like this.
Yeah.
You see? Who puts on a glove? No one puts on a glove. Like, you don't put on a glove like that, TK. You put on a glove properly. Like, you put it
Yeah.
on proper.
Yeah.
That guy was, it don't fit. I'm like, bro, we're grown. Guys, we're grown, guys.
You know, you reminded me when I was studying law. One of the assignments were to go to court and like just watch how a case works. And I went to a criminal case. The facts of the case was this person allegedly committed murder in Mamelodi, killed I think 2 people in some field. They brought the murder weapon as evidence, and they asked the guy on the stand, hold the gun, but his hand is crippled. And that was the case. Like, how if you say he committed murder, he can't even hold the gun that you said he shot
Yeah.
with. Like, oh, this got interesting. Like, and then because the guy didn't understand English, like he's like full on Tswana, he couldn't hear the jargon the lawyers were using.
Yeah.
So I forgot what his answer was in the question that he was asked. The lawyer, you could see, just like shook his head like, this guy wants to send himself to jail because I just saved
Shut
you
up.
and you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't understand English. It's such a
Hectic.
man.
That's crazy.
law is interesting.
So now we're not going to talk. Maybe use his left hand, the other hand.
I don't know what they asked him to use his right hand because I thought that there's details I don't remember, but that was the main
Yeah.
thing. It was like, oh, he's crippled, so did he shoot?
Yo, I
Do
can
we
pull
have
up
those kind of systems in place that can actually check? Because for me, CSI is only there in America. Here in South Africa, we sort of like
Everything's in America, even the eclipse.
It was.
America always gets to see an eclipse, but here for the rest of the world, you will decide when it's your turn. That's what it feels like for me.
But that's why I was so irritated when I started talking about, well, that was another clip, a video that I had done, where I was like, the Christian society was abuzz with, Jesus is coming now. Now he is coming. And I was like, okay, if he's coming, all good and well. Like, let's do our research. Who's going to be affected by this? Like, where is it going to be happen? Is it like actually worldwide? Is it America? Whatever. My kids were freaking out because, like, clearly, we're going to die tomorrow. And the problem is, for me, it was how many sermons came out of an eclipse.
So the
Where's
eclipse
your
was
study?
Jesus is coming.
Yes, they said that it's now in times. They said that this specific one, when the world goes dark and the sun is darkened and this is the one. And I was like, okay, but so clearly now God is just saying that tomorrow. That's how we're doing it. But anyway.
Somebody said the reason why South Africa didn't have an eclipse because they're going to have parties.
We would. Nothing past us. Like, absolutely nothing past
I
us.
could see the posters already. You can see the posters thick.
The
Eclipse at Moloko.
I can't even say electricity loud because what if they then just, it's off because it's a lot that we've got.
But we've been having chats about, like, wasn't the world supposed to end like 2000 or something?
Yeah, it was in
Yeah,
2000.
it's
Well,
been
we
in
did.
times for a while.
Like, it's been in times.
Mm.
For me, it's just like, it's just gonna happen. Let's just
Yeah.
stop trying to be like, what do you want to say? I told you
I
so.
told you.
Oh.
Yeah.
As you're being taken up in the rapture, it's like,
I told you. What?
Yes.
Come on, bro. That's
Ellen
wild.
and TK, yes.
Is there something?
told you.
Is there something you want to make sure you experience before the rapture?
No, I just want to go and sit with my father. Thank you.
Okay, like a
what
bucket
you
list type
mean?
thing. Like, God can't take you guys away until you've at least felt what this feels like.
Oh, that's interesting.
He's actually trying. He's baiting you. You're gonna say something so problematic because you can't say something silly like bungee jumping because I mean he is baiting you to say something hectic. Watch and learn.
You reminded me of that
Shut
interview. You reminded me of that interview. I forgot what the context was. Like, seeing that you're so successful, what are you gonna do when you get home? Homework. What? You just won this. Like, yeah, now I got homework to do. Yeah.
What else was I saying? I don't know.
No. I mean, not from any like wild perspective, but it's just like a bucket list conversation. I probably like, I just want to travel more, bro. Like that's about it. Like, if I can travel more and probably maybe experience like the family chapter,
Okay.
then I think I'm straight. That's
Okay.
about it, Ellen. It's homework.
You see why I said I just want to go and be seated on the right hand of the Father? Because my answer was not travel and have family. And
What's your answer?
Can't you hear? She's trying to avoid answering
shut
at all
up, I'm
costs.
not answering.
Went
I
on the
can't.
strip club, and after that,
No, I finally went to one.
Finally?
I finally went to one last year, yes.
so I'm saying finally, like I go every Friday. That's not what I'm trying to. Just
Yes, say it now. Come
no,
on.
just focus.
Let it all out.
Continue.
No, I said that I went to one last year. My nephew took me to one, yes.
Interesting.
It was
Well,
interesting.
you should have just said a family member because it sounds weird when you say my nephew took me. Yes,
No,
he
it
might be
wa-
of age, but it's like your nephew's still younger than you.
No, actually, I've got two nephews that are older than me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's that. It
I
was
have
it
two
was just
aunts
for
that
research.
are younger than me, actually. Fun fact.
You
I've
see?
got an uncle that's younger than me. Yeah.
The way
weird.
black families are
Yeah,
put together.
that's so-
They
so-
say aunt to. I'm a grandmother to about 5 kids,
Interesting.
and they aren't my kids' children, but genghonu. So,
Yeah.
do you understand?
Yeah.
So you don't jump to conclusions. But he was of age, and so was I.
Okay.
And we went
So
and we
how was
saw.
your
and
experience?
I watch these kind of things from a. Like I wanna. Okay, so
Did you do this in the club?
no, I did. I inappropriate. Me, I will.
Did you did that?
I'm like, what?
Like,
At which point do they clean stuff? And he's like, man, just watch. And I'm like, no, but then like germs, I get, and then I sit back and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, how many of these girls do you actually think are in like university? And I've got those kind of questions. I'm not there for.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm
this
just
is
like,
why you can't send super saved people to strip clubs.
Yeah.
What's your purpose in life? Hey man.
But that's why it's like it's not a thing for me because like I think about stuff like that too.
Exactly.
And almost like I'm hyperhygienic and all that type of
So you
stuff.
want to ask, are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Is that what you want to ask the stripper?
So you wouldn't like
While
even
she's giving
sit
you a
down
lap
because you
dance.
don't know where you're sitting. Like I didn't know that you're not allowed to sleep. Like if you fall, I'm like, it's
fell
3
asleep at a strip
a.m.
club.
You fell asleep there.
Yeah, I fell
and they didn't
asleep.
chase you out.
No, my partner got annoyed with me like, this is
Bruh.
both our first experience.
Can we just-
Why are you falling asleep? Now I got to drive you home.
That would be a good thing, though. At least he is not taken by the spirit in this environment. He's mine.
I think that's my condition to going.
Yeah.
I have to go with my partner.
Yeah.
I don't like the concept of going by myself doesn't make sense. Or even with like friends or guy friends or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go with
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
friends.
That I get that.
Nah, for me, I'm not interested in that concept.
So would you go back?
For what? I saw everything I needed to see.
Did they give you a lap dance?
No.
Oh.
I didn't want germs. Germs.
So
My
even if
problem
they're
is-
like dancing, you're like, you can't pull that face as well. Like what?
No,
That's-
you see, that's the thing with old age, right? Is that you can't control certain things. My face, I can't control.
Pull faces.
my I can't control certain things where I'm just like ngwanyana ehleng mewa how but so I'd ask things like that. Like now I've got like silly things where I will look at my kids before they leave. Jacket, do you have a jacket on? She's grown, she's 21. She doesn't need to be asked that question. She can go outside and say, Hela, it's cold. Put on a jacket. But I will still do that. So if she had to come up to me and be like, just don't you wanna kwala nyana girl, just Yeah, but I would do stuff like that. So I'm not the most fun person to go with.
Interesting. Guys, sorry if you wanted a whole lot of headlines. It's a Good Friday. Just have fun with us. We coming to a close soon. Dubai is underwater.
Interesting, nah?
Do you guys see the video
Yeah, I
footage?
saw the videos this morning actually.
It's funny that it's a made up place. And now they got rain. It's supposed to be found on a desert. But I mean, deserts from once in a while get rain. I think they just didn't expect it to come at that intensity.
I was trying to check like if it was like planned or
Because of the fake rain story.
Yeah, not story. It's a real thing.
Is it?
Yes.
I heard about
It's a
it.
thing.
Yeah. They have a setup that
To regulate the environment.
to make rain. Yes.
And it actually rains on a frequent.
Yeah, it's set. So it's like it's because technology. So it's like I want to loosely say app. Tech people probably have me for saying like an app, but it's something
Rain
that you
shedding.
set. Huh?
It's rain shedding. It's 2 to 4.
We can't have stuff like that.
Yeah, so they can set it accordingly and then start creating whatever that whole process.
Do they do agriculture in Dubai? Well, UAE, is there agriculture? Or do they just import all their food?
Majority of it, yes,
It's imported.
for sure.
So they don't have farms. They can't farm.
No, they can't. If they do have, it's probably like at a small scale and heavily like a regulated space.
Hence, food will be
or
very expensive then.
not regulated, but
Oh, you were there. So food is expensive then. Restaurants and if you're trying to just buy regular groceries.
Yeah, relatively, like for sure. Like I mean, you get your supermarket type situation in your prices and like where it's like okay, cool.
Are they regular prices?
But yeah, like you get like and regular there, not regular SA.
So it's not. What's a loaf of what? And I don't eat bread. So like, what's a loaf of bread here? What 16, 12?
You don't
Yeah,
eat bread?
It's about
Yeah.
16
You don't eat
bucks.
bread at all. Sorry, I apologize.
I eat bread if I'm eating a
You
burger.
also don't eat bread?
But I don't buy loaves. I don't eat bread. I don't eat bread. I don't eat pap.
You don't eat bread, Ellen?
That's from God.
I know,
Bread is
right?
from
That's what I'm just like.
Okay.
Yo, TK, you don't eat bread?
Like what? I shouldn't be, but I mean, just for like health purposes, or it's just not.
I don't like how it feels in my body. It feels heavy.
That's interesting.
So does it with me. But have you tasted like fresh white
Yes,
bread?
I don't like it.
You see, thank you. His eyes are just rolling.
I have bread when
back.
it's
Bread.
like necessary. So in like boerewors rolls or hamburgers or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go
Slice
buy bread.
sabroto. Have you
I don't
not
like
had-
sandwiches.
Like, you know the bread that's unsliced? And then you slice it, and it's fresh, nah? So it's like really warm and it's soft. And then you slice it.
Texture
and
and flavor, nice, great. I just don't eat
then
bread.
it's just heavy.
That's crazy.
And you
I
dunk
love,
it in your
I love
tea.
bread.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I hate that thing. Then you
Don't.
have soggy bread. Ugh.
What's weird is that if I dunk it, I have to dunk it, and then I'll eat it. But if it falls in, I'm not eating it. It doesn't matter. It falls in, I take it out immediately. I cannot.
Soggy bread is
I have to just and then eat it. It's the most amazing
I used to do that a
thing
lot
ever.
as a kid.
kid. That's why you got trauma. Yeah.
And then
yeah. That's what it is. PTSD, boy.
PTSD for
thing
bread.
that thing is horrible.
Guys, I don't know
Soggy
what you're
bread.
talking- It's not soggy. It's just dunked.
So bread in sorry, I love
Yes.
bread just by the way. And shout out to the Italians because their bread culture is amazing. It's beautiful, right? I love bread. So I'm shocked that you don't eat bread. But anyway, but I get it, especially for health reasons, etc. I get it. So bread in the UAE is about 20 rand converted.
and here it's what, 16?
It's round about the same.
Okay.
Round about the same. Depending where you buy, like supermarket or like a Checkers versus a petrol station, like a garage, right? So it depends where you're buying. But what I wanted to get at is like, so you have that, which like those are normal goods, versus when you go to the mall and you're eating out. That shit is expensive. Like that's just what it is. Like if you go
Wait,
to-
so even bread they do? Oh, they import the ingredients and bake it there, of course. Wait.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm not really sure about that, like in terms of like that process. But I don't. The chat is they don't have space or like the grounds to really be.
They just
growing
don't have the
stuff.
climate to do anything, technically.
No, they don't.
Maybe they should move to Mars and show them how it's done.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they got into the conversation, I'm sure it would speed up.
We'll show you where you're
Yeah.
messing this thing up.
But they can't. You know what the Arabs, is like, if it makes money, we'll do it.
Mm.
There's no, how are we making money from Mars? We're spending money.
Yeah.
Once they crack that, watch them jump in.
Mm.
Because man-made islands, that's their whole concept. For them, it made sense. So now everybody's jumping onto that.
Mm.
Saudi Arabia is building a whole glass wall through the desert. People are just like, what the hell? But they basically bridging the gap between this land here and that land. And there's a whole bunch of deserts in between.
Mm.
So let's build something in between here, and then we'll build around it.
Mm.
Pretty much. Speed up the process. Make more money from all this space. This space.
Crazy.
Yeah, hella smart.
All right. Ellen, you want to take us home? I know you had this hectic topic you want us to talk about.
What was I talking about?
Oh,
again?
you had like two.
Like age. Remember that. Every time age. What was
Was it not something about men and women or something?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I am serious. You think
Age.
I'm joking.
I keep that age.
Age,
Tell you
guys.
nothing.
Factor that in. Yes. One of the podcasters that I, enjoy watching her clips, Madam Joyce, had a guest, and he said that South African women are the most promiscuous women in Africa.
That's crazy.
Right? Because I thought that we're very reserved, and you've traveled, and you always say that, in other countries, women are very straightforward and upfront about what it is that they want. So then he did go on to say that it's not that they will just ask for it, but the conversation is definitely going to lead there. So do you think, in your experience, that South African women are very, very promiscuous, seeing that you've traveled within Africa as well?
I'm inclined to agree with it. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, when I'm thinking about it, like, and especially because,
And
Like-
promiscuous, not forward, because just to be there on some suggesting things and not following through is one thing, but then actually I am promiscuous and I've got a whole black book of guys is,
for sure,
yeah.
yeah, I'm inclined to agree. When I think about it, especially because, like, work-wise, like, we operate a lot in eventing space.
Okay.
So you engage a lot with, like, a large number of women, and also I think in a we're outside type energy
Yeah.
type of thing. Like, all the different countries we've been to, there is like a different, quote unquote, like, just temperature, or like a just engagement, a level of
Yeah.
engagement with the women. But South African women are like, they definitely, like, just all the way. It's almost like that's why they come out.
That's interesting. I was going to say, I think South African women are maybe more freer.
Okay.
So they maybe have, and I don't like this word, but they maybe have like less shame in trying to live. There's like a freedom to try, express,
Yeah.
and do things, as opposed to other countries that are more conservative.
Yeah.
So you can't do that, because if you do that, the whole community knows who you are. I remember in one of the countries I was in, the host like took us to some club lounge thing. It's really fun. Then one lady was pulled aside saying, "Don't have fun and dance with." They was talking to one of my South African colleagues. Don't have fun and dance with her because she's the one who's loose around here. Like, well, I've never seen that happen in South Africa. Like,
Yeah.
why are you exposing that person
Yeah.
saying
Yes,
she sleeps
that's
around with a lot of? So I think to some degree maybe we're just more freer and confident in sexuality and whatever else.
Yeah.
There's freedom to do that versus there.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
because
I mess with that perspective.
Yeah.
And that's very good.
Because especially as you go higher into Africa, it's not predominantly Christian. It starts changing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
now 50-50 or
Yes.
whatever. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
And Muslims don't play around with their faith. So
Yes.
I think that plays a whole different dynamic in how they carry themselves as a society.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that, and I like that perspective. Shout out, because, like, when you in, like, the Arab nations,
Yeah.
it's the fact that publicly, because you're then in a public space,
Yeah.
when you with whatever club event, you experience more of that, just a little bit of held back, because, like, I'm in public and I've got to hold myself, carry myself in a certain way, etc. So, did she say in the world?
She said Africa.
In Africa?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because in the world, I was going to say, America's at the top, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna.
Yeah, America's, like,
Yeah.
right up there.
interesting.
Yeah, interesting conversation. Very interesting.
And also, does it go with generation? Do you think that the generation
Probably.
now compared to the generation then, like our
Probably.
Yeah, I think there's so many other social elements to it because as you were speaking about, I'm thinking like just because like lifestyle is also different right now, and that's just a big part of it. It's interesting because I guess popular Miss XO just stepped out more recently with her video. I think yesterday or the day before. I only caught this a little bit late because somebody asked me about it, but I hadn't seen anything. Where she's apparently turned a new leaf, type of thing.
Who?
Her name is Miss XO. That's how everybody knows on social media.
Who's that?
It's just some influencer girl.
Okay.
She's part of the I'm going to call the Slay Queen lifestyle brands that are popular where social media females are concerned. She's done the BBLs, Turkey, nose job as well. She looks like Michael Jackson slightly.
So Drake WhatsApp group.
Wow.
I'm
Not a whole Drake WhatsApp group.
bring it back home. Yeah.
So she's like, yo, if you finna be about the lifestyle, you need to know. So she was just kind of like just speaking about it the way, you remember we spoke about the conversation of like, I think when Hungani was here.
Yes, yeah.
And we spoke about how the whole lifestyle thing comes, on one hand, they're speaking about how much they get every month, like 50,000 or whatever, blah, we mentioned the Mahu conversation. So she was speaking about it like entirely, just like, yo, you need to understand, that for you to get the bag that you're looking for, and she broke down like whether it's material like clothing, the Louis Vuitton items, blah blah, apartments, cars, blah blah. You're gonna have to sleep with these guys. That's just how it is. And for some people to uphold lifestyle, you have multiple guys, partners, etc. So she's like, you sleeping with this guy for this guy for that, da da da. And she was just like running down the whole chat. So she's like trending because of that whole video that she posted, type of thing, where she's just kind of breaking down the whole thing. And where it's like that's hence she turned a new like leaf because she was about it. Most definitely.
What if she turned the leaf upside down? Because Adam and Eve, you know what? Never mind.
We just had an eclipse.
Jesus is coming.
We've reached the hour.
Are you not considering
Like,
that?
your life.
Yeah, she turned the leaf.
Oh my gosh.
Big shout out to, I missed this on Sunday at Konka. Gabza and Gabza the Small and Black Coffee were doing a set, basically a set. They were playing a whole, I think an hour, maybe hour, 2 hours set together. Kind of like a back-to-back situation. I think just really dope.
That sounds fun.
For the culture. Gabs is one of the biggest DJs in the country. That's here. Black Coffee is Black Coffee, so it sounded like, it was like really, really dope. Everybody's response and like, just Gabs from his side. He was just like, it was just an incredible experience, obviously, because he's probably got so much respect for Coffee, but Coffee always speaks about Gabs as well. In fact, Gabs the Small did curation for Drake's tour. So in Drake's tour, there's an Amapiano segment where there's certain songs. I don't know if it's before or after where it fits in, but I'm assuming it's like maybe part of the build-up. So before maybe Drake's set, where there's certain songs that are flipped into piano, etc. Gabza curated that whole thing, and I think I really do believe that probably comes from Black Coffee because Coffee's got a good relationship with Drake based off the fact that he's worked on like 2 albums, I think, at this stage.
That's dope.
I saw something on social media as we walked in, and I wanted to as we close get you guys a word on that. It's a picture of 4 women with like a similar haircut type of thing, and this picture and the whole quote said, Nia Long, Cardi B, Rihanna, or Beyonce.
In what?
Pick one. Who lands? Who's like the hardest? Because these are 4 beautiful women.
Nia Long, Beyonce, Cardi B.
Nia Long, Cardi
and
B,
Rihanna.
Beyonce.
Obvious.
What's obvious?
What's obvious?
Nia Long.
Okay.
What?
It's my guy. You understand?
You think we are work?
Leave
But
ASAP Rocky.
you didn't even ask like questions. You didn't
Why?
even
What
ask
question
No,
do you
there's
want
no
to ask?
question.
Nia Long is on the list.
There's no question. And that's 53 years old. Black don't crack. Oh my goodness.
The other
She
one,
can get
eh?
another child.
The other one, I won't mention her name, but it's starting to show. And this is coming from somebody that put up a video saying, my age is starting to show. It's starting to show. But it's very
You're talking
interesting.
about Beyonce, I know. Yeah.
Nah, I want to live. Me,
Huh?
I
No,
want to live.
Beyonce's cracking. You know, she drinking.
Correct. A long time. I don't know. Maybe I just don't really like her like that. It's just
Nah, I don't.
But
something
what
about
is it
that's not real
about-
about her.
Nah, she's weird.
Nia is in the age group. I was talking to somebody that, and he was talking about the allure of older women, right? And I was like, I'm tired. I was going off and blah, 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 blah. And then he started to break it down as somebody in his 20s, what the allure of older women is, right? And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I still don't get it, but still, it's very interesting. So if they were all in the same age group, because you clearly didn't ask for the category. What is it like based on or whatever? You just said Nia Long. So she's older. She's, I don't know, perhaps a little bit more.
She's gorgeous. That's it.
Oh, it's just the gorgeous.
I know nothing about her personality.
No.
I don't watch
Yeah.
superstars like that.
She doesn't even
She-
chop
Is it
up,
not
actually.
as she's aging, she's just getting worse and worse and worse? She's like,
No,
she's just
she's
getting
been
hotter
hot.
and hotter and hotter.
Yeah. No, yeah,
And
no,
that's
she's been
what's-
consistent. It's the consistency for me.
It's the consistency for
Please don't
me.
ever again in the lifetime of TK Masilo. Don't you ever do that
So
again.
done. The consistency.
Home time, please. Can we
Take
just
us
end
out.
this now? Can't.
All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. It's been another Friday. We've enjoyed it with you guys. Please do like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Engage with us, send us your questions, and let us know what you think about what we've spoken about. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. I want to enjoy my weekend. This has been Before You Weekend, where we talk about the week before it ends. One time. Go vote.
Watching before you weekend. You're watching before you weekend.